Alright, hello everybody, this is Nick from thearcadehunters.com. As you can tell from the date here on my 3DS, it is Thursday, December 12th, 2013, and I'm going to be taking a look at Sega's 3D Classics. Galaxy Force 2 just came out on the Nintendo eShop today, along with Echo the Dolphin from the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive. If you're across the pond or in Japan, they have a couple of different options with that. But before I get into Galaxy Force 2, I really have to touch base on all the stuff that's been going on with YouTube. I know a lot of people had just been going absolutely apeshit with the new content, copyright laws and stuff like that. You know, we're no exception because we've had a couple of videos get taken down in the past. The last video that got taken down was the Predator pinball machine. And even though that did not include, 1 second of actual movie footage, it did have a couple of sound effects, being a movie-based pinball game, but I think it was because in the tags, I just went to town with the lines from Predator, because you know how Predator is just, get to the chopper, I ain't got time to bleed, stick around, and stuff like that. But I just find it funny that my little video gets taken down under 500 hits, yet there's the famous 160 Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes that has over 16 million hits. And that's still up, and that's monetized. I'm pretty sure the guy's making money on that. So what we're going to do with regarding videos on YouTube, we are not in good standing with the copyright ID clause just because of just all the bullshit that's been going on. So what we're going to do is we're not going to monetize any videos like this with video game footage and stuff like that. But arcade tours, I hopefully that's fair game. We're not looking to making hundreds of millions of dollars. We're not like big time guys. I know a lot of people are seeking like rats deserting a sinking ship and they're getting out of there. But in any case, if the channel ever does break down, we do have youtube.com/arcadehunters. We've had it for a while, but we've never put videos on there because how we were going to tell over 1,000 people, yeah, just move to the other channel where it's easier for you to find the videos instead of going to Press Start Comic, where Press Start Comic hasn't existed in like 5 years. And also, just to let everybody know, we are on Blip. We've been on Blip for years. Every video that I do is cross-posted through Blip to YouTube. So if we ever do get shut down, we're at Blip TV/arcadehunters. It's all one word. I was going to say .com, but there's no .com in Blip. But we've been on Blip for years. We used to do a lot of stuff through Blip, but pretty much everybody just wants to watch the videos on YouTube, and I just said screw it. We'll just cross-post it, and I'm not going to really promote the videos on Blip, but they're there, and I'm always throwing up some videos that I know 2600 can't really access Blip because it's a lot of people have problems with it, and I know some people are going to Dailymotion, but Dailymotion hosts porn, and I don't really want to be the guy uploading arcade videos on a site that's doing Japanese hentai posting and porn, so let's get into video games, alright? And, can't see it because I have the, let me see if I can kind of get, but look. Yes, I brought down my old computer speaker. And I got it jammed to the max so you can hear the music of Sega's Galaxy Force 2. Let's load it up, shall we? And it's funny because, a lot of people online were saying, how come Sega's not, promoting these games? I didn't know they were making these 3D classics, which is kind of funny because, it's free advertising for Sega. So, as always, I'm going to pick it up over here. I've taken it off the Kid Icarus stand. I'm going to go in the settings because, as I've said before, Sega just goes absolutely balls out with the settings on this, and they're really showing everybody how it should be done with this. So, you have your energy timer because, being in a gigantic deluxe arcade game, there's a counter with the timer, which is pretty much your energy, so that they wanted to get you off the game. You can actually set the energy for how much, the difficulty in your shield. But here we go. Yes, it supports the Circle Pad Pro, which I guess you can use for the throttle and stuff like that. Fortunately, I do not have the Circle Pad. I have to get it for Kid Icarus. And, of course, it has the background, which is, background 1 is a generic space background, but number 2 is an arcade. Hopefully you'll see it because I was trying to play it before and the screen wasn't moving. But it has moving HUD. You have the DX cabinet, which is the smaller white one. I never really even saw those. I would only see the Super DX, Super Deluxe cabinet, which is the one I was always seeing. Yes, it has the other options to add in the sound effects of the cabinet, which I have, of course, turned on to give you that full arcade experience, because that's what we want here at Arcade Hunters. You can hear the machine is loading up, because, I mean, the machine was friggin' loud. I just remember just being absolutely floored by it as a kid. You can pretty much go on to, hopefully it's still on there, there's a video of the People Mover in Disneyland, and it's actually going through, and it goes through the old arcade in Disneyland, and they had a Galaxy Force too. You can actually see it in there, along with, you know, just seeing Disneyland in, like, the early 90s before they got rid of the People Mover. So here we go, it's going up. And it does have the bottom is here. You can see the cabinet in the background's moving. Just like it did in the arcade. Now, the only thing I changed is the acceleration I put onto the right trigger, and then the deceleration I put on the left. I just kind of feels a little more like a car with you know, your right foot on the gas because of my power up. And as you can see, yes, they are using the arcade version. Thank God, not the Genesis version. Now, I don't know, while you're watching this, hopefully you watch this more than once, because you want to see in the background, because they put in a lot of Sega arcade games are in the background. And two of the games in there are, one of the next version that's coming is Afterburner. There's an Afterburner 2 in the background, and there's also a, as you can see, Afterburner 2 is kind of back there, there's Space Harrier. But, yeah, there's there's OutRun is in the back, so hopefully they will be able to do OutRun. I know they lost the license to Ferrari, but I know they have released other versions of OutRun in the past that have had, they've taken the Ferrari logo out, so it was really cool when you do the... This is where you really have to... You will take a lot of energy off for hitting. I didn't get to play this game often as a kid because, you know, with the Super Deluxe cabinet, you know, if the arcade didn't have room for it, they did not offer it. And even when they did, you know, it was just absolutely impossible to keep the game still running because it's just such a... Again, just listen, the chair still moves. The whole problem with this game, since, you know, it's being an arcade game, you're all just sitting there, just dependent on your energy and trying to get through the game as fast as you can. I'm wondering if there is a way to actually beat the entire game. This is one of the things I have to look up, which game came first, this or Salamander, because, as you can see, we're going to have some giant fire snakes. That's pretty good. I mean, like, if you like Afterburner, you'll definitely love this game. It's pretty much Afterburner in space. And it's cool because you can go 360 and stuff like that. You gotta pick up our missiles. So one difference is they have the power-up, so you get extra missiles. The gun's pretty much just for anything that's kind of like in your general vicinity, but the most that you get from shooting all the... Oh, shit. Went right into that. And yes, of course, you can turn the screen back into, so it does fit the whole screen. And it still looks really, really good. And I know this only came out in Japan as far as the, like an arcade perfect version of the home port. Or, I'm sorry, oh my gosh. That's what I get for not watching the screen. What I was trying to say is to penetrate the enemy fortress. It's not gonna matter because I'm not gonna make it only empty. Yep, there you go, fuel empty, I'm dead.
Roger.
Roger.
Roger. Roger.
I'll just put in all A's. And you cannot continue. Kind of looks like it's... Next person off, put $1 in. So, I mean, this game was absolutely gigantic. Just Sega was just the kings of the arcades back then. I mean, every game they would make would always be different, always be unique. It was always so cool. to see what they would come out with next. I mean, they went from, you know, Hang On to Radmobile to Daytona, and, you know, even before Daytona with Virtual Racing, where, you know, oh my god, it looks so realistic. How it's never gonna look better. And, you know, hey, now we're looking at stuff like with Forza and all the other Gran Turismo and all those other games, so pretty cool stuff. So definitely go and check this out. Well worth the price of admission. Great arcade game. This is Galaxy Force 2 on the Sega 3D Classics Collection. Once again, I'm Nick from the Arcade Hunters. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll have more videos for you here soon. Thanks for watching, guys.